Righty guys, how are we? Hope you had a good London session if you did trade it. Uh, just took a little cheeky GJ sell, which happened to actually work for around 8.5 pips. I just closed basically as I thought it was about to break this candle's low. Little cheeky entry. This candle's cranked up a wick. I took the entry based again. It's just something I'm paying attention a bit to. The fact that that was the catalyst candle, strong bearish candle. New candle was likely because it popped up, it had no lower wick. It was likely, just pop up to create its upper wick and then begin to drop. I actually at that time sold it right near its high, which was initially just a little bit lower down, and just placed market order sell. And I actually closed. I was 80% right as I thought it was breaking a low, which is about 8.5, close to 9 pips in. Yeah, and so yeah, it was a good little cheeky entry. Just a bit of logic more than much else, to be honest. But yeah, just being a little bit more, I don't know, reactive, I suppose, to what I'm seeing. Again, it's not something I would recommend taking every day of the week, but look, something I'm looking at and working on. All right, so nonetheless, let's look at what this deal is today. So GJ made the move eventually. Once it got the closure above, did pull back tap in. Wasn't on the chart for that, to be honest. I've just popped on not long ago. So I'm not sure if anyone would have got the opportunity. I'd be looking at the exact same scenario in GJ right now. See if it does again form a resistance, seeing it's come back down. It doesn't necessarily now need to pull back to that support. And we have already retested, we've tested it. So if we respect the current daily candles low, maybe begin to consolidate now, maybe around the same spot as prior to the move, the upside, around at 183.330. If we start to close above the consolidation, now look to buy back up. Otherwise, I mean, it's still technically is bullish, sorry, M30. However, it does retest the current daily candles high. Resistance form within the current daily candles high is actually just here. And I would also look to sell it because you're forming essentially just now some lower highs. So we do pull back, form another lower high or equal high, reject it again. I'd potentially look to sell it from either from around that 183.60, 183.70 sort of level. Otherwise, it pops up to 183.80. Otherwise, further sells below 182.90 still. Very clean below that level there. Gold, not much has happened on gold, but looks like, and that would have been a pretty nice entry. I was looking at that when I came to the chart just to see what happened. Obviously, this candle was London open, it popped up, and that would have been a really nice entry. It's going to break the 15-minute candles low. Seeing it popped up rejected, grab liquidity from the upside, it's likely going to head down. So that would have been a really good signal within price action. Would have looked to execute on that had I been on the charts, but unfortunately wasn't. But nonetheless, still an exact same analysis as London. If you actually got a chance to watch it. So I'll be looking out for a closure above this resistance 2036.90. And we have rejected it multiple times. So it is a pretty strong level. So that case, I'd rather us actually get a closure above. We've got the 4 hour about to close. It is closing strong bullish. So what would be nice if this candle can actually pop above, close above, then a new 4 hour candle creates lower wick. Could find support above 2035, that would be fine. Or could essentially pull back to a little bit lower down to grab more liquidity, crave deeper lower wick around that 2032 sort of level, or it forms a support, and that could be another potential option to buy it from around that 2031, 2032 level. So I'd probably be adding buys above as long as it does form a support above that level there. Again, sells below the support formed in the current daily candle makes sense to me. We have clean traffic to the left and likely that point to come back down further to create a lower wick on the current daily candle, which we still do not have. So gold, just a matter of seeing if we can actually pop above that 2036 or 2037 level, start getting closure above for buys upon continuation. Otherwise, buys from support or sells below the support at 2030 or 15. GU just quickly, bit of a mess still. This is the GU I remember from prior to when top streaming in the last year. A mess, a real mess. Not sure what to do with GU if I was to be honest. Still think the buys above on a closure again. Look, that's why I prefer a closure because rejected. what happened after rejecting, so it could have been a nice potential sell, and that's at the open. That would have been a really nice sell actually. Right now it's just consolidating, there's no clear price action. I wouldn't want to get in just now. I'd rather let it create and move to the downside than potentially to buy it once you get the catalyst, such as the structure flipping back at the lows, a little bit of microtrend anyway, if not the M30 structure. Microtrend flipping in the back bullish in the same direction as the M30 structure, which is actually bullish, not bearish. So that's what we're looking for. I want to be looking for the first sells. Does pop back up yet again and around time volume, similar sort of reaction to what we had here potentially. Otherwise, I don't really like you, to be honest. I don't think it looks like it's really of much interest right now. So now it's pulled back, almost tapped into a level I did mention earlier. That you dragged this across, it has tapped into it. Perfect. So it has tapped into another level of support, a flower level. So what I want to see just now is how does it react to it. If we begin to consolidate at this level here, that is the first potential level that we could look to buy from. So that would just require us to wait for price to begin to pop above the consolidation and give us a signal within price action to suggest we're ready to head back up towards the current daily candle's high. And if we have the volume momentum above the previous daily candle's high, which was a very strong bullish candle. So I'd want it just to grab some more liquidity at this point. If it does consolidate, let it pop above consolidation, give you that catalyst for potential buys. Otherwise, still the sells. The sells make sense if it starts to close below 1650, 16553 roughly. That back in. I think at that point they were back below 4-hour range, previous resistance. And there's a good chance that we will come back down further before we could potentially yet again form a support to buy it back up in line with the strength of the previous daily candle. So that's a quick wrap, guys. Cheers. I hope you did well today, and I'll catch you again shortly. Bye for now. Give the video a like and follow if you can. Subscribe. Cheers. Bye.